I am the chemistry section supervisor at the crime lab. I've been here for 29 years. The chemistry section is responsible for analyzing evidence to determine if they contain controlled dangerous substances, and we also perform fire debris analysis to determine if there are ignitable liquids present in those types of cases. The way we test for drugs, basically we get all manner and means of drug evidence. We get powders, tablets, vegetable material, liquids, drug paraphernalia, you name it, it comes in here. The general way that we test those things is for powders, we do two types of color tests on them as kind of a screening technique. And then we make up a small sample vial that will be analyzed instrumentally. The same thing goes for liquids and other type substances. For vegetable materials, we are going to use a microscopic analysis, another type of color test known as the Duquesnoy-Levine, to determine if it is marijuana. If the material is not marijuana, we will again make up a sample vial to analyze on our instrument. The instrument we do use for the identification of all of these samples is a gas chromatograph mass spectrometer. Favorite part of my job is actually sitting down in the lab with the evidence, opening it up, performing those tests as I mentioned, and just trying to figure out what we have in the sample. In the last 10 years or so, I'd say it's gotten even more interesting because we've seen a lot of designer drugs. There are new things that no laboratory has seen, and have to really work hard to figure out what exactly we have. So to me, that's the most interesting part of my job, and that's what I enjoy doing the most of. As far as educational requirements for the chemistry section, you do need at least a Bachelor of Science degree in a natural science. Obviously, chemistry is the most preferred major. Recommendations for anyone who wants to be in forensic science, as I say, get your science degree. There are a lot of universities now that do have forensic science courses and actual majors in forensic science, which wasn't a thing when I was going through school in 1993. So if you can get to one of those schools and do that certainly helps, because you learn a lot of what actually goes on in the laboratory during those type of courses. The other thing I can say is that be prepared for as much paperwork as science work. We do a lot of stuff that we have to do to maintain our accreditation, as well as the actual science part of our job. So.